Огромный привет, с вами Фокс. Продолжаем играть в Chaosbane. Ну что ж, я так подозреваю, что у нас осталось последнее задание. Мы вышли на предвестницу, угробили всех хасидов, которые были. Давайте поговорим с Теклисом.
There is no time to lose, Captain. Magnus is growing weaker by the moment. We must storm the fortress of Tzeentch before it's too late. I've arranged for the portal to deliver you to the foot of the Harbinger's Tower in the fortress of Tzeentch. From there, you must fight your way to the Harbinger's Sanctum at the top.
What about Voss? Is there any chance he might still be alive?
There's no time for that, Captain. The fate of the Empire is at stake.
I can't just leave him there. Not if there's a chance of getting him out.
Do you think he would do the same for you?
That's not the point.
No, I suppose not. Do as your conscience dictates, Captain. I cannot say what you will find once you are inside the tower. But I can say this. If the Harbinger hasn't killed Voss by now,
Then I'll see to it he's avenged.
Ну вот, как мы видим, ВОС показал его, не ВОС, пардон, оговорился Волин, показывается настоящим солдатом. Забыв все обиды, хочет спасти ВОСа, охотника на ведьм. Вот. Не хочет своих бросать. Пускай даже и не особо приятного для него человека. Ну что ж, пойдемте на задание.
What is this? It's like a twisted reflection of the tower back in Nuln. What will I find once I get to the throne room?
Травили, что ли? врагов много. Что забегал кругами?
Volan! How is this possible? You said he couldn't follow us!
I never thought he'd risk the realm of chaos, much less challenge Axarath. There may be more to this little soldier than I thought.
This is all because of Teclis!
But Teclis isn't here, is he? Brother, you fret like an old fishwife.
Brother? What is she talking about? Skraeling said that...
Skraeling knew me as Helspeth Bale. But once upon a time, my name was Helspeth Voss, and I was a merchant's daughter in Nuln. In those days, I wanted to be a scholar. But the university did not accept women. So, I chose a different path, and I was a very attentive student indeed. I grew powerful, and careless. It was only a matter of time before the witch hunters took notice. And who should catch me but my very own brother? Oh, if you could have seen the look on his face.
That's enough.
He knew he couldn't arrest me, not without bringing suspicion onto the entire family. It would have ruined his precious ambitions.
I said that's enough!
My brother craves nothing so much as power, you see. That's why I knew he would agree to my plan.
And what does he gain by betraying Magnus and making you leader of the Chaos Horde?
Her? She doesn't want to lead the Horde.
I'd rather rule from the shadows. Let someone else assume all the risks.
You think you can kill Magnus and put your brother on the throne?
Don't be ridiculous. Magnus isn't going to die. He's the key to the entire plan. Once the spell has run its course, Magnus will rise again. It will be seen as a miracle, a sign of divine grace. The Elector Counts will rush to proclaim him Emperor, never suspecting that his soul belongs to me. I will rule through Magnus, and the Empire will be plunged into a new age of horror and despair. So you see, I do not need a horde to conquer the old world. I just need one man.
No, that's not what we agreed! You said I would be the next Chaos Lord! That was the point of stealing the relics! The Horde was to be mine!
That wasn't what I said, brother. That was what you chose to hear.
You lied to me!
Brother.
I am the champion of the Dark Gods. Mine is the power, and mine alone!
You witless fool! I'll show you power!
Типичный дебильский заход. Мы хотели спасти Оса.
The curse had been broken. Free from the corrupting touch of chaos, Magnus recovered quickly, thanks to the work of Teclis and the Sigmarite priests. Not long after, the Elector Counts gathered in Nuln to proclaim Magnus as their emperor. The great war against chaos was over, and the Empire of Man had been restored. A great victory had been won, but the struggle to rebuild the Empire had only just begun. The servants of chaos had been defeated, but there were other enemies across the old world and beyond that would rise to take their place. You have earned your place amongst the Empire's greatest heroes, but your deeds are far from done. The legend of Conrad Volan is still being written, and your greatest battles are yet to come.
Это интересно. Итак, что же дальше? Что ж нам делать дальше? Пойдемте сходим в портал. Я так понимаю, это вот здесь открывается следующий сюжет. Да, не ожидал, что так резко закончится.
You there? Have you come to take me to Magnus? I've been waiting for an audience with the Emperor-elect, but no one will admit me.
Новый персонаж Фальки.
I must speak with Magnus at once. There is something sinister at work in the Imperial Gunnery School, and I fear all of Nuln may be in danger.
Magnus is occupied with matters of state. I'm Captain Volan. What seems to be the problem?
Ah, yes, I remember you now. You were with the army at Kislev. Thank the gods. You know firsthand the dangers of which I speak. I am Ludwig Falk, Gunnery Master of the Imperial Gunnery School. I commanded the artillery at Kislev against the Chaos Horde. When Magnus raised his army to fight Asavarkul's invasion, we sent every working gun we had. Only Gustav Riekert, the headmaster of the Gunnery School, and a handful of our most senior engineers remained behind to tend the forges while we marched north. After the battle was won, we came back to Nuln expecting a glad homecoming. Instead, the school's iron gates were locked.
I am sorry to hear it, Master Falk. But I fail to see what's so sinister about shutting up the school if there's plague inside.
Then consider this. Other than a few terse messages from Riekert warning everyone to stay away, there has been no word from any of the other engineers trapped inside. None. What is more, the smokestacks at the foundry have been belching smoke night and day since we returned. The forges are in full operation for the first time in centuries. Who is operating them if we are locked outside?
You have made your point, Master Folk. What would you have me do?
Someone must get inside the foundry and learn the truth. I know of a way inside the complex through the city docks. Find the missing engineers and rescue them if you can. They'll be able to tell us what's happened.
Интересно. Давайте же узнаем, что случилось в артиллерийской школе.
Folk was right. This is no mere plague. The servants of Nurgle are here.
Опять нуклиды. Интересно, это будет одиночные задания или целая компания? Проклятие Марка. Игрушечка, конечно, затянута, но музон в ней классный. здесь. Вампиризм работает на всю катушку, даже больше. Набирать достаточно быстро. Вернемся, посмотрим, везде были. Ну да.
Sigmar be praised. How did you get here?
Master Fulk sent me. Where are the others?
I don't know. The heretics separated us so we wouldn't try to escape.
How many?
No more than 5 now. There were more, but the cultists...
Never mind that now. Get to the docks. I'll send out the others as soon as I can. Go!
Sigmar be praised. I'd given up hope. Thank you.
Еще один.
Many thanks, friend. I'm in your debt.
That's 2 down. 3 to go.
Sigmar be praised. I'd given up hope. Thank you.
That's 3.
Возможно, там есть сундук. Это, наверное, выход. Скорее всего.
I owe you my life, friend. Another few hours and there's no telling what those foul cultists would have done to me.
Just one man left. He's got to be close.
Oh, thank the gods. We've got to get out of here. There are horrors loose in the forge. Foul, twisted things.
I've got a pretty good idea, friend. Get going. I'm right behind you.
Да, у нас осталось только... А, нет, дадут тут просто. Ну ладно, будем выбираться.
Your suspicions were correct, Master Folk. There are dark forces at work in the halls of the Imperial Gunnery School. I fear the entire complex may be overrun.
We will know more once I've had a chance to speak with my colleagues. You've done well, Captain. Return to me when you are ready, and I'll share what I've learned.
Интересно. Сейчас заглянем в гильдию коллекционеров. О, очки начали расти. Отлично.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. I've spoken with the engineers you rescued from the gunnery school. The situation there is even worse than I feared. We have been betrayed. Gustav Riekert has revealed himself to be a servant of Nurgle. When Magnus's army left for Kislev, he saw his chance to deliver the forges into the hands of his Dark Master. The complex has been overrun with cultists and other foul spawn of chaos. They intend to use the forges to create terrible war machines dedicated to their foul god.
How do we stop them?
Before we can deal with Riekert and his creations, we must save the forges themselves. Even as we speak, a dark consecration is underway to spread Nurgle's corruption throughout the complex. Time is running out. You must stop this ritual at all costs, Captain Vollen. If the forges are corrupted, they will have to be destroyed, and the Empire will lose one of its greatest sources of power.
I'll see to it, Master Folk. You have my word.
вот подсказка. На 50-м уровне вы продолжите получать опыт, чтобы повысить легендарный уровень, и новые навыки какие-то откроются. Ну, сейчас это посмотрим, это задали. Что у нас там открылось? Давайте доберемся до ритуального зала. Запутанная карта. кажется.
The enemy is here! Do not let him interfere with the ritual!
That's done it. The ritual is broken. I should...
Давайте вернемся к нам буквально. Что же здесь происходит?
It's done, Master Folk. I stopped the ritual in time. For now, the forges are free from corruption.
The Empire owes you a great debt, Captain. Well done. Now we can focus our efforts on defeating Riekert. Return to me when you are ready, and we will discuss our next move.
Да нет, это установка однозначно вещь. Что у нас с навыками? Прокатило.
I've been speaking with my colleagues about what they know of Riekert's plans, but they have little to add. Other than getting the forges running, they were kept away from the actual work in the manufacturing chambers. However, I believe there may be a way we can learn more.
How?
When Rickert and his minions took over the complex, a small group of the most senior engineers were separated from the others and taken away.
But you think they might still be alive?
We are talking about the finest engineers in the Empire, Captain. Rickert knows their value. He would find a way to use them if he could. Return to the Forge complex. Search the areas near the manufacturing chambers.
Открылся новый маршрут. Ах ты, что-то новенькое. Сразу видно про школу артиллерии. В каждой бочке порох. Замороченная рука. Опять перейдем к красному цвету. Давайте посмотрим. Опа. Так.
You're not one of Rieket's men. What are you doing here?
Master Falk sent me. I'm here to rest.
But...
No time for questions. I've cleared a path to the docks. Get moving! There's nothing more I can do here. Best get back to Falk and see what he's learned.
Вернемся другим маршрутом. Ну ничего, так интересная локация, интересное задание. Посмотрим, продолжительность она такой же, как с нами, наверное. Мне кажется, что нет.
That was bravely done, Captain Vollen. Losing those men would have been a terrible blow to the Empire. I will speak with them at once. When you return, I should have all the information I need to plan our next move.
Лежит. Стёгнутый доспех, колючки вот эти. Фанатское снаряжение. Может, даже что-то не открыли. Глава 6. Ну ладно. Так, на этом пока все. Следующее видео запишу. Скорее, наверное, сегодня тоже. Тоже сегодня выложу. Но попозже. Ладно. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.